Holy shit. On an adventure to Ryhope for kebab pie. The Ryhope donkey. We got kebab meat in there and like a red spicy sauce. Look at that. How incredible does that look? Yo fam, welcome back to the vlog, and what a way to start the day. Look at this, man. How's this to wake you up in the morning? I've literally been out of bed like 15 minutes, so this has woke me right up. But we're on Ryhope Beach. Check this out. I've never been down here in my life. So we're on Ryhope Beach. You can probably guess where we're going. We're going to Ryhope. We're going to be exploring the streets. We're going to be having a little scenic walk before we get into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's do this. Now, my original plan was to kind of walk all the way along the beach to Ryhope Dene. I think there's like a route where you can get up further along, but with the tide being how it is, it doesn't look very promising. I feel like if I walk along there and the tide gets any further in, I'm gonna drown, and I didn't want to drown, so I'm gonna take the cliffside along, walk along the cliffs, and hopefully that'll take us into Ryhope Dene, and then from there into the streets of Ryhope itself. I'm excited to explore Ryhope. I didn't really know the area very well. Obviously I've been around there loads of times delivering and stuff, but as for just getting out and exploring and seeing what's on offer, I haven't really got a clue. So honestly, all the help that you guys give us on Facebook and TikTok and that, all the recommendations just give us, without you I would be like completely lost. I'm not even kidding. I would just be wandering the streets hopelessly. So I really appreciate it, man, all the help that you give us. So bloody hell, I'm knackered already and I'm not even 5 minutes into the walk. Holy smokes, I need to work on my cardio, man. Whew. Anyway, as you can see, the weather doesn't look great today. I reckon it was gonna be thunderstorms and rain, but it's still red hot. I brought a coat, but I left it in the car because it's just too big and too warm to be wearing a coat. So hopefully the good old hoodie will do the job. And I'm struggling to speak because I'm out of breath. But anyway, I think if I follow this along, it should take us to the Dene. I've never been through the Dene. A lot of people say it's a nice little walk, and from the look of Google Maps, if I follow the Dene through, it should sort of take us to the top end of Ryhope. I'm still kind of unsure which way I'm going to work this. Maybe if I work from the top end of Ryhope through some of the streets and then down to like Asda and that, where all the shops are. Because a lot of you said the bread basket was nice, so I think I'm going to try the bread basket, and then we'll see what other little shops is around there to check out. But look at the views, man. This is what I love, man. I love these good morning views. I don't know if you can see on camera, but that boat is getting absolutely swarmed by seagulls. Must be like a fishing boat or something. I wonder how far this path actually takes you along, because I know it goes like all the way back towards Hendon and that, but I wonder how far it goes in this direction. I wonder if you followed it all the way along, it would take you to like Seaham and stuff. I don't know, maybe we'll do that one day. Maybe we'll just trek the entire cliff tops and see how far we get. I'm starting to feel the rain now. It's starting to like drizzle a little bit. If it stays like this, a little drizzle, it'll not be bad at all. It's like if it starts lashing down, then I'm gonna be absolutely soaked, because this is just like fabric. I'll just get soaked right through. So hopefully just a drizzle for a day, please. Please, we've had some good weather the last couple of weeks. Didn't let me down now, guys. Oh my god, it feels like I've been walking for about 3 hours. I'm not even kidding. I've nearly lost my cap about 20 times. But when I checked Google Maps, it didn't look like much of a walk from like the bottom of Grangetown, where I started, along to the Dene. But I always misjudge them sort of things. But look at this though. I think we've kind of reached the Dene now. I'm going to get right to the cliff edge here. Oh, this looks a bit dodgy. Check this out. I didn't fancy getting any further down there. I'm definitely going to lose my cap at some point. I might have to stick my hood up. But I think that's the Dene down there. We just need to try and figure out how to get down. Kind of need to be on this path, I think. I'm hoping it's not this windy a bit further inland, because bloody hell, hopefully these trees will drown out the wind a little bit. Oh, you bugger. I might check out the beach first, like, before we head down here. Let's check out the beach. Let's go to the beach. I noticed that little sort of oil rig thing as well the other day when I was walking alongside him. Any idea what that's for? Obviously it's not an oil rig, it's too small. But it kind of looks like a little oil rig. Holy shit, where have I gone here? Holy shit. So does anyone know if you can actually get all the way along to the Dene? Like if you walked along the beach from where I started? So that would have been a nice walk. I just didn't want to risk it with the tide. So when I checked online, it's like high tide now. So I didn't want to get swept away. But can you actually get all the way along from there towards the Dene? Oh my god, look at this. I'm 100% going down here. You know I am. I love these little forested areas, man. Like proper calm. So pleasing on the eyeball. Only problem is I'm kind of like in unknown territory now. So I've got two different routes. I kind of feel like I want to be further down, but that looks pretty tight. I'm gonna go down anyway. We'll go down, why not there? I feel like I need to explore these kind of places all the time. Like, I know we're at a dead end. Look, it's like no way around. We'll have to go back up. Someone's been having a sesh. We've got like cans of fossils and that on the trees. But I can see why people come down here. When I was a youngster, that's the sort of place I would be hanging out. This might have a way back up and we'll tap the other road. I hope these are all not just dead ends. I hope they actually lead off to somewhere. God, it's kind of like a friggin' jungle. This is mad. Like loads of little pathways and openings leading off in different directions. Oh, we could have just came down the bloody steps. I'm going down the steps. You know, people must watch these videos thinking, he mustn't have left bloody Farringdon. He mustn't have left Farringdon in his life. Because every time I come out to a new area, I'm always getting lost and I'm always like, oh my god, this is amazing, I've never seen this before. But it's kind of mad how you find little places like this when you just get out and explore, you know. That's what I like to do. Nothing better than singing somewhere for the first time. Oh my god, we're gonna have to go back up them steps. But I want to check this out first. Like this kind of like a little canyon opening. I think this leads down on the beach. This is where I wanted to come up from if I walked along the beach. Oh, this is a cool little spot. Look, someone's been having a little fire. See if we can jump down here. Oh wow, this is awesome, man. I'm so easily pleased by nature. It's a shame I couldn't have walked along the beach, like, because it looked like a nice little walk from the pictures I've seen on Google. But maybe it's another time. God, the wind proper hits you as soon as you come out of there, like. But check this out for a view, man. I reckon you can definitely get around there. I just don't know how high the tide comes up. It's the one thing you gotta be careful of. But I love the sound of the waves, man. The birds and the seagulls. Pure therapeutic relaxation at its best. Whenever I look up at the cliff sides like this, it always reminds us of my time in Italy when we went to the Amalfi Coast. Some of the like most amazing scenery I've ever seen in my life. And we did this hike along from the Amalfi Coast to Positano called the Path of Gods, and I swear to God, I've got a video on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It was some of the most amazing views I've ever seen in my entire life, and I don't think I'll ever see views like that ever again. Here comes the rain as well. I'm gonna try and get back amongst these trees before we get soaked. It's coming down heavy now. Let's go up. Straight back into the trees for cover. I hope by the time we get out of this Dene and into the streets of Ryhope, I hope the rain stops. I didn't mind steps when we're coming down them, but going up them, bloody hell. I haven't even got a drink with us either. I haven't got my trusty old Monster idea. And there isn't a shop around for at least another 30-45 minutes. How awesome does this look, man? Like places like this with all the greenery and stuff and the fallen leaves on the floor. It reminds us of like Lord of the Rings. I feel like I'm a little hobbit, like Frodo Baggins, gone on an adventure to Ryhope. On an adventure to Ryhope for kebab pie. That's the aim today. If they haven't got kebab pies in the bread basket, I'm gonna be good, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I've been wanting to try one for ages. I love kebab and I love pie. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, listen to that. Listen to the sound of that rain. Let's sit and just chill here all day, man. I absolutely love it. Well, it's coming down pretty heavy now, like. Thankfully the trees is blocking most of it out. I can just feel a little drizzle coming through. But you can hear it proper pounding. I'm actually a bit lost now. I've come out of the Dene and I thought I could have like getting across the road and follow it even further. But I kind of find like a path leading that way. Maybe I took like a wrong turning or something. But I'm kind of like back up on the cliffs now. A little bit further inland, but I'm trying to figure out how to get across here because it's just a train track. Like, I'm gonna have to follow myself all the way back to where I came by the looks of it. I couldn't figure it out. Is there a way to get like from where I've just come from across the main road into the other part of the Dene? Or am I like just a complete idiot and I've missed it? We're kind of back on track a little bit now. There's like an opening here, like a little tunnel or something that should take us back into Ryhope. But I'm like 100% convinced that I missed a turning or something back there. Like surely you can follow the Dene further through. But I was wasting time just like wandering around. I didn't really know where I was going. I was just getting lost in the forest. So I've had to like backtrack on myself for like 10-15 minutes. Not too bad, but at least I know where I am now. Back amongst the streets of Ryhope. Oh man, I always find these tunnels proper dodgy as fuck. Feel like there's gonna be like someone running up behind us gonna mug us. Anyway, we've finally found some houses. Now, first mission of the day. You know exactly what we're going for. Looking for a monster. Right, I know exactly where I am now. It's kind of like a little villagey area in the middle of Ryhope. That's what it reminds us of. It reminds us of like a little village that you would see down like in the Lake District. I think if I make my way up this way towards like Cherry Knoll. It's not even called Cherry Knoll now, is it? I'm sure they changed the name of it. We'll find out the name when we get up there. But it used to be the old Cherry Knoll. I'm gonna like head up towards that way and then loop round Ryhope from the top. I think that's my best option. And hopefully there'll be a couple of shops up there. We can grab ourselves a drink. Cause I'm absolutely foaming from the mouth now. Like even though it's lashing down the rain and I'm soaked, it's still red hot. I just want to tap this hoodie off, but then I'll get soaked even more. Like, honest to God, we need a good thunderstorm, like, just to clear up this humidity. I cannot sleep in it at all. It's the worst when you're trying to sleep in it. But oh my God, look at this house. Called the Witch House. I love them little like countryside looking houses. Awesome. go local. Let's grab ourselves some money. What monster do we get? Oh, that's a question. Don't know about it. Cosmic Peach. Always scan for the normal green. Boom! Just like that. Monster time, baby. I went for just the original green one. You kind of beat the green one. It's always like hit and miss whenever you pick a different flavour. So I'm gonna crack this open and get some caffeine in my veins. But first shop of the day, he was lovely. The guy behind the counter, picking up subscribers as well. He was asking what my YouTube channel and that was. So we've got another subscriber on board. And speaking of subscribers, actually, we've just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're actually up to like 1,040 now. As soon as we hit 1,000, it just started flying up, and it's just like increasing every single day. So that's another milestone we've just hit this week. We've got 10,000 on Facebook, 1,000 on YouTube. The next goal is 10,000 on TikTok. That's where we need to be. I think we're at like 7,100 or something. So maybe it's another month or two, we might hit 10,000 on there. I feel like I need to do like some sort of special video for hitting all these milestones. So I think once we hit 10,000 on TikTok, that's when like I'll come up with some idea for a special celebration video, because we've hit our goal on all three. So the sky's the limit, baby. Let's have a monster. I could literally just cross the road, but I want to get up on this little bridge. Why not? I don't know what it is about like being above everything else. Like when you stand on the cliffs, or when you're going like the top of a building and you just kind of look out onto the world. Something about it that I love. Like it just makes you feel like you're on top of the world. And that's exactly where we are. We're on top of Ryhope. Look at this. The streets of Ryhope. Doesn't get much better than that. I wonder if we could get a beep off someone. Should try and get a beep off someone. I'll try and get a beep. Boop boop. Yes! First car. How easy was that? Class one. The Ryhope donkey. This is like supposed to be the Ryhope horse, but then someone pinched the statue of the horse and they've like replaced it with this sad looking donkey. Oh man, why would someone pinch a statue of a horse? Maybe someone's like sitting at home with a massive bloody horse in the back garden. But that's supposed to be a horse. Looks more like a bloody donkey. Anyway, I think if I follow this road up, you can get into like Cherry Knoll area where the waterworks and that is. I think it's an engine museum or something. A train museum. I'm not sure. Never been up here before. But you got all these new build houses popping up everywhere. Like not just in Ryhope, but every single estate that you go to, it's just brand new housing estates popping up. Like how many bloody houses do we need? Getting rid of all the greenery. That's the thing, like there's a massive debate about whether the world is underpopulated or whether it's overpopulated. Bill Gates seems to think that it's overpopulated. Elon Musk seems to think that it's underpopulated. So a bit of a controversial one, like. St. Benedict's Hospice. That's what it's called now. It's not Cherry Knoll anymore. St. Benedict's Hospice. I think I'm gonna have a walk up here past the little engine museum thing, and then we'll start wandering the streets. I feel like if I start wandering off into these, it's all like dead ends and that I'm gonna have to come back on myself. You know, this Ryhope's massive. Didn't even realise how big it is. Probably bigger than Pennywell. The Ryhope Engine Museums, that's what it's called. It always like kind of reminds us of like Auschwitz. When we went to Poland, Auschwitz, it's the same sort of like look to it, like them kind of buildings. And then you've got like the weird looking chimney. That's what it reminds us of. I don't think you can get in. I don't know if this is only like open on certain days or whatever, but it's all like closed off, the gates and stuff. It would have been nice to have a little walk around there and explore it a little bit, but not a chance of my jumping out with these spiky fences. I would have loved to have explored the old Cherry Knoll building when they started like knocking it down and stuff, and it was all derelict. Apparently you could like sneak in and explore, but it's all been demolished now. It's completely gone, unfortunately. And we've got this brand new hospice now. I think we'll hit the streets of Ryhope now. We've been kind of like stuck to the main roads at the minute, so I think we'll mingle amongst some streets and then go for our kebab pie. While we're mooching down this little sort of side street, making our way into the main streets, a little bit of news. I was so close yesterday to biting the bullet and buying a hammock. The problem is it's a little bit pricey when you've got to get the hammock, and then you've got to get the underquilt, and then you've got to get tops and stuff. But I was so close to just pulling the trigger because it's something I really want to do. I think like hammock camping would make for some awesome content, so I'm definitely going to get that at some point. Probably maybe over the next course of the month or something. I'll pull a bit of money aside and we'll pick up a hammock. It's like, imagine like hammock camping, we'll get a little fire on the go, cook some scran. Be awesome, man. Getting amongst the scenery and that. Also, we're just about to book our next trip abroad as well. Prague is next up on the list. Well, we're doing Prague, Vienna and Bratislava all in one trip. We're like on a train from one to the other, spending like one night in each of the places, and that's in October. So we're literally going to book the flights probably tonight, either tonight or tomorrow. It's got to be very soon anyway, but the flights are only like 60 quid for a return, which is cheap as chips. And then you've got like accommodation on top of that, which won't be much if there's like 4 of us. Probably work out about 30 quid a night. So you're probably looking at about, at a maximum, 200 quid for like 4 nights, 3 different places. So it's ideal with me. I'm excited to get back on the plane. It's been a while. I say it's been a while. It's been like a month and a half since we went to Rome. But I'm a jet setter, man. I like to get abroad. I like to travel the world. But there we go. Ryhope. I'm going to start at the top end. So all the shops are kind of like down the bottom. So we're on Cherry Bank now. That's what this is called. So I think if we'll make our way up the top of here, and then we'll loop through some streets and stuff, and then finish off down the bottom with the shops and that, and grab some food. There's a couple of places that people were recommending. Everyone was saying the bread basket, which I'm definitely going to go into, 100%. And then a lot of people mentioned dinner ladies for food. Kind of depends on how hungry I am after the pie. Last week in Pennywell, we had like a massive protein box, and then within the hour went and got like mince and dumplings from Jenna's Cafe, and like I couldn't move for the rest of the day. And it was like, I felt like I wasted the food because it was nice food. I just couldn't eat it after the food that I'd ate, and I didn't want to make the same mistake this time. It's a waste of food, it's a waste of money. I mean, makes for some decent content, I guess. But I don't know, we'll see when we get down there. Maybe Zach will get like something to take away and have a for tea from the dinner ladies. We'll see. I've got no idea what sort of food to do. It might just be a cafe that you can just sit in. It might not be takeaway, but I'll have a look anyway when we get down. Alright, I'm gonna have a mooch down Woodham Drive. This is like one of the newer estates in Ryhope. I don't know how long it's been here. I think it's been here a while now, but it still looks fairly new. So I think if you follow this all the way down, it'll kind of like take us to the other end of Ryhope. I didn't really take any notes down of streets that people wanted to see, mainly because most people was just recommending like places to see or places to eat. There wasn't like a lot of people recommending streets, so it's going to be a bit of a random one. Also, while we're mooching down here as well, I get a lot of people commenting on my videos saying that I should do a video with Blot Blot outdoors. Didn't get us wrong, I would love to like do a little collab with him. The only problem is he's a massive channel. He's got like, I think he's got nearly 100,000 followers now, or subscribers on YouTube, which is huge. Like I've only got 1,000 on YouTube, so I'm still like miles behind. He's not gonna like have any interest in doing a collab with someone with so little following, you know. So maybe in the future when we get a bit bigger and our subscriber count gets up there a little bit, you know, maybe we'll cross his mind and we'll do like a little stealth camp with him. Be interesting to see actually if he's ever seen us on like Facebook or TikTok or whatever, because I think I've got like more of a bigger reach on Facebook and TikTok than I have on YouTube. I'm not sure what Blot's like on Facebook and TikTok. I don't think he uses them as much. I think he's like more into the YouTube side. But it'd be interesting to see if like I've ever come up on his Facebook or whatever and he's seen us. But like I hope to God he doesn't think like I'm trying to tread on his toes by doing similar sort of videos. Like I never intended it, like these videos to take off the way they have. This was purely just me practicing vlogging. That's how I started it, because I like to make the travel videos and I wanted to make me travel videos better, and the only way I could do that was by practicing vlogging. So that's what I kind of started doing out and about around Sunderland, and people started to enjoy the videos. It's kind of like started to take off out and anywhere. So I never really intended it to be like this. It just kind of happened. But I hope he doesn't think that I'm treading on his toes a bit, you know? I mean, the internet's a massive place. There's enough room for the two of us and plenty more. But if anyone's like considering vlogging, I would say get out and do it, man. It's a good way to just make some memories, if anything. You know, whenever you're like travelling abroad or have a little day out with a band or day out with your family, pick up your camera, try vlogging. It's awkward when you first do it. Then it goes wrong, I'd say. Even now I still find it a little bit awkward, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's good to just watch back, man. Like in the future when I'm like 60, 70 year old, I'll probably look back at these videos and just laugh my head off with my grandkids. Like, look what an idiot I was, man. Walking in the streets starting a bloody camera. But for me as well, like I've always been a quiet lad, so for me this is kind of like a way of putting myself in uncomfortable situations, and it's kind of a way of like growing my confidence a little bit and just sort of coming out my shell, because there's a lot of people at work and stuff and people I know from school, they see us and you're like, I never thought you would be doing stuff like this. You always get quiet and you always like just kept yourself to yourself and you were kind of like shy growing up and stuff. So for them to see me doing stuff like this, it's a bit of a shock, but I enjoy it, man. It's good. It's good. Everyone keeps asking us for Hendon. I'm gonna get to Hendon eventually. I just don't know when. One of my mates, John, he started making vlogs actually. He's got his little TikTok account. But he started making vlogs and he wants to get out with us when we do Hendon, because he lived there for quite a time. So I feel like if I wait for him to get some time off work, then we can hit the streets of Hendon and he can show us around, because I'm not very familiar with Hendon. Not very familiar with any of these bloody areas. But I feel like if John's with us, he can guide us around. And he also smashes the gym as well, so he can play security guard. But once John gets a bit of time off work, hopefully soon, then we'll hit the streets of Hendon for you, alright? Because I know everyone wants to see it. Does anyone watching these videos live in Ryhope? What's it like to live around here? Looks fairly decent, I would say. Nice and quiet. I wouldn't mind living up here. I need to start like rating these places, put them in like a tier list, rate them from like 1 to 10, 10 being best, 1 being the worst. I wish I did that one time. I might do like a TikTok live where I rate your estates. I'll just get loads of stick for it. Like I got a kind of bit of stick from the Pennywell videos actually. People commenting on me on my videos. Some guy commented on one of the videos from Pennywell, and he was like, if I ever see you filming around Pennywell, I'm gonna stop you from breathing. He was absolutely fuming. And I didn't really see anything bad about Pennywell. All I said was like, I was disappointed that there wasn't like more cats and stuff in the shopping centre. That was literally like the worst thing I said about Pennywell. But apparently if he sees us in Pennywell filming, he's gonna stop us from breathing. The idiot. But you get comments like that every now and again, man, you know. That's one of the things you've got to be wary of if you're posting stuff online. Videos and photos and stuff. You're gonna get the odd idiot who's gonna comment and like give you some negative comments. But it doesn't bother us, like I just ignore it. I just laugh it off if anything, I think it's funny. But aye, like 99% of the comments I would say are positive. And because I love to say this sort of stuff. And I love to do it, so it's a win-win. We'll just ignore the negativity. That's one thing in life I absolutely hate. I hate negative people. It's the only thing I'm negative about. Negative people, it just drains your energy, brings you down. It's like, I don't want to mingle with people like that. Get rid of them, get them blocked, see you later, bye bye, move on. Anyway, we're in Runcorn. That's where we are now. Runcorn. I set off like really early today because I didn't know how much time I was going to be spending the day and stuff. So I set off at like 8 o'clock. Just to give us that bit extra time. But I probably set off a little bit too early. I mean, I don't know, is it too early for kebab? Is it too early for pie? It's never too early for kebab. I'm kind of scared to try this kebab pie. I don't know what's going to be like. It's like kebab and pie. Like, is it filled with mince and like gravy as well as kebab? I think that'll be a bit weird. I don't know. Or maybe it's filled with like chilli or garlic or something. God knows. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna have a little mooch down here. I want to like try and steer off the main roads a little bit because it's like so noisy with all the cars and that. I don't even know if you'd hear us speak when I'm out there. So I'm gonna try and stick to some of the little quieter side streets. There we go. Skip Sea View. That's where we're at. So this week I was kind of like planning on heading down Roker or Seaburn or something because the weather's been absolutely gorgeous all last week. And then just my luck in it. Monday comes, filming day, and obviously it starts to rain. Me only day off work, it starts to rain, and yep, we're in a dead end. Just gonna walk into someone's backyard. But I want to get out on the paddleboard again, man. Some people have been asking us to get some more paddleboard videos on the go. Our Jade wants to get amongst the paddleboard, and actually she's never been paddleboarding before. And she wants to try it, so we'll get down the beach at some point and we'll get Jade out on the paddleboard and watch her fall off. But I miss the sea, man. I fancy a dip. I want to do like a sunrise dip as well, going for like a sunrise swim. But I know it's going to be freezing. I absolutely hate the cold, and I know it'll be an absolutely terrible idea. But it's something I've been wanting to do for ages. I just need to build the carriage up for it, you know. Maybe just get a wetsuit or something. Even a sunrise paddle would be sick. Get out on the paddleboard, head out towards like the lighthouse, hopefully see some dolphins. Alright, let's see what shops we've got down here. I kind of fancy like a coffee. I don't know if there's any like coffee shops down here. I don't think there is. It'll be ideal if I can find like a little coffee shop, sit down and have a little coffee. I mean, we've got a Barber's. Could go for a trim. We've got Ryhope Tandoori Indian. I haven't done like a Chinese or an Indian takeaway review yet. It's always been like pizzas and stuff. But the problem is I'm always out really early around like dinner time and stuff. So there's no like Chinese or Indians open at this time. But I wonder if there's like a little pub or something that's open where we can grab a coffee. I think it might even be too early for pubs. The Forester's Arms little pub, but again it's closed. We've come out far too early. It's a problem though. I've got to get out and film early because I've got like other things to do on the afternoon and stuff. Maybe it's like, once we get a bit bigger, and if we start making money and stuff from this, maybe it's like drop some hours at work and pump more hours into this, so I've got more free time to like get out and explore and stuff, like explore different days and different times. That would be ideal. I mean, that's the dream anyway. Hopefully one day we can pack the job in all together and just do this full time. Just wander the streets full time. So I think I'm just going to head straight down to the bread basket now. I did actually get in touch with them on Facebook just to see if they'd let us film, and just kind of explained what I did. And then I think it was the owner I was speaking to who said that she actually follows us on Facebook. So she gave us permission to go in and film, but she said the girls behind the counter are a little bit camera shy. So they didn't want to be on film, so I'm going to have to keep the camera pointed at this ugly mug. But we'll see what they've got. Hopefully kebab pie, and I might even pick up like a little cake or something if they sell cakes. Got no idea. I've got no idea what sort of stuff to sell. But everyone was recommending it, so let's check it out. The bread basket. Let's check this place out. I've been told that you sell kebab pies.
Yes.
Is that right? I'll take a kebab pie, please. What's inside it exactly? Is it? I know it's kebab, but is it like
a spicy sauce?
Spicy sauce. So I was thinking, is it like kebab and gravy? I thought it'd be a bit weird, like.
It's got a spicy sauce.
Like a chili sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a cake or something as well.
Fresh beans in the fridge.
These cream cakes.
It's all steamed.
Oh, they look nice. I wouldn't mind like a chocolate eclair or something if that's alright. I said on Facebook I was coming around Ryhope to make a film. Everyone was saying, oh, you got to try the bread basket. So, there we are. And that's it, that's all I'll take. Actually, do you do coffee in that as well?
Yeah.
I'll take a latte as well, please. Yeah.
Do you want sugar in?
Yes, please. I'm excited to try this pie. Like, right, see you later.
Bye.
Now, just got to try and find somewhere to sit down and eat this food. I think there's a little park or something around here somewhere. Maybe we can find a little spot on the park and eat this. But once again, man, the girls are now really lovely. We're getting a kebab pie, we're getting a chocolate eclair, and we're getting ourselves a coffee as well. So I'm excited to try this kebab pie, man. She said it's got like some sort of like spicy sauce inside, like a chili sort of thing, which I'm happy with because I think kebab meat and gravy wouldn't have really sat well. But we'll come back up this way actually, because there's a couple of more shops, see if there's anything else up here. But I want to try and find like a quiet spot to sit down and eat this. So I'm gonna hit this park, see if we can find a little bench. I'm gonna give this coffee a go actually. First coffee of the day from the bread basket. Oh wow, that is extremely nice. The latte, I put 3 sugars in there. Wow, I'm not even joking, that's probably one of the nicest coffees I've ever tasted. Well and truly hits the spot, that does. So this is the little park I was talking about. Now I didn't really want to sit on the actual play park. I was hoping there'd be like maybe some benches or something down here. How's this for a lovely little place to do your little food review? This is how we roll on this channel, guys. Food reviews in the forest. I've just like found like a little sort of like area in the trees to do this food review. But this is the kebab pie. Check that out. Nice thick pie, crusty pastry on the outside. I'm excited to see what's inside here, you know. Decent size as well. So I'm just going to dig straight in and see what the crack is. There you go, I've got like kebab meat in there. It's got like a spicy sauce. I didn't really want to say it's chili because it doesn't really taste like a chili. But if I take the lid off this pie, you can get a better look inside. Like that, you got kebab meat in there and like a red spicy sauce. It tastes really nice. It's a weird sensation because you've got like the pastry with kebab meat. It's not like something you would normally taste together. And then the chili sauce as well. It's a very weird sensation, but it's really nice. Like, I didn't think it would go well together, but I'm impressed with that. It's a nice little snack to start the day. The thing is as well, kebab has got to be like my favourite food on the planet. Whenever I get like a chippy or a takeaway, kebab meat is always the go-to. Kebab wrap or kebab meat and chips. Now kebab pies. The sauce is not too spicy. It's got a little bit of a kick, leaves that little tingle in your mouth. But it goes really, really well together. I'm out with the moon with that, to be fair. Normally, chicken curry pie, that's my favourite pie. But this might be a new contender, you know. Someone said that they also do like chicken balti pies as well. Maybe we'll try one of them one time. Spicy kebab pie in the forest. Right, we also got from the bread basket this awesome looking chocolate eclair. I love a good fresh made chocolate eclair. Nice and soft, chocolate on the top, loads of cream in the middle. Perfect little treat to wash down the kebab pie. Chocolate eclair's got to be in like the god tier of cakes. Surely. So a massive thank you to everyone that recommended the bread basket and the girls at the bread basket as well. Lovely people, lovely food. Definitely recommend if you're ever in Ryhope. That was an absolute sensation. Kebab pie and chocolate eclair. What a way to start the day. What time's up? It's only 10:30. 10:30 and we got kebab pies in our belly. Kebab pie was delicious. The eclair was delicious. And the coffee, best coffee I've ever had in my life, I'm not even kidding. So sweet, so nice. I'll tell you what, I'm kind of full after that pie, you know. I've just walked past the dinner ladies and it's tempting to get in, but I know I'm not hungry yet. I might pop back later on, I'm not sure. But certainly not getting any more food 5 minutes after eating a kebab pie. So I need a drink. I want to shop where I can grab like a can of Coke or something. I think there's a shop around here near the guide post. Is that what this is called? Yeah, the guide post. It's a little convenience store up here. And the problem is these little convenience stores, they didn't normally like people filming inside them. So it might just be a quick in and out job. Grab a little can of pop before we get back on the mooch. BM Superstore, off license and general dealers. Let's grab a drink, shall we? I want to try something different. Maybe they've got some weird drinks. Quick in and out job. We're getting a Fanta berry. Never tried this Fanta before. It's like the liquid's blue. So I don't know what sort of berries. We've got blueberries, raspberries. But let's give this a try. I like trying drinks and food and stuff I've never tried before. Ooh, it kind of tastes like, now when you get the blue ice pops and they start to like melt and it becomes like juice. That's what it tastes like, but fizzy. Tastes like a blue ice pop. Like the Mr. Freeze ice pops. That's what it tastes like. Quite refreshing actually. Nice and cool as well out of the fridge. Now it is change of plan, guys. I've decided there was too many people that recommended the dinner ladies, and I think it would be rude of us not to try it before we leave Ryhope. So I'm going to head back and get a dinner number 2. We had kebab for starters, kebab pies. Now we're going to see what's on the menu at the dinner ladies for our main course. The dinner ladies, let's check it out. think I'm going to try the salt and pepper chicken, noodles and curry, please. I've just been to the bread basket for a kebab pie, so this is dinner number 2. Cheers, thank you very much. See you later. There we go. So the dinner ladies, we've getting some salt and pepper chicken, curry and noodles. So I'm excited to try this. Everyone was saying that they do some nice scran in there. It looks nice, it smells nice. So now it's a case of trying to find somewhere to sit down again for dinner number 2. I'm going to head in this direction this time. See if I can find somewhere nice to sit down and chill. Hey, what though? Everyone's been dead friendly around here. Unlike Pennywell, no one wanted us filming in Pennywell. Everyone's been alright in here in Ryhope. A lot of them didn't want to be on camera, which is not understandable. I just happily keep the camera on my mush. But they've all been like alright with us filming in the shops and stuff. I think I'm just gonna sit and chill here on this little wall. See if I can set my camera up on here somewhere. So check this out. We've got chicken curry on the top there. You got salt and pepper chicken underneath, and then noodles underneath all of that. And it's an absolute ton weight. There's so much in here. So as the bells ring out, we're gonna tuck in to this food. So I guess I'm digging straight in with the chicken. There's like a bloody full chicken in here. There's absolutely loads. We've got salt and pepper chicken in there, the curry sauce. Oh my god, that salt and pepper chicken is unbelievable. I'm gonna try and get like a full mix of everything here. So noodles, salt and pepper chicken, curry sauce. We'll get some peppers on there as well from the salt and pepper. Look at that, how incredible does that look? Straight into the gob. Wow. Guys, what a shout. I was going to give the dinner ladies a miss because I was kind of full off the pie, but I'm so glad I went back because this is like unbelievable. That chicken, the salt and pepper chicken, is incredible. Like, it's got like a nice peppery kick to it, nice and spicy, mixed in with the curry sauce as well. I mean, just look how much chicken is in there. That's well worth $5.50. I think you'd pay like an extra pound, $6.50 for chips as well. But I'm going to struggle to eat this, never mind chips as well on top of it. The chicken is sensational, nicely cooked, just melts in the mouth, and the noodles are incredible as well. The thing is, I've never heard of this place before in my life until you recommended it on Facebook. That's the thing when I was asking you, like, what's the best place to like eat and stuff, and you start recommending places. I always end up at places I've never been before, and I end up discovering awesome food like this. And it's not just the salt and pepper chicken that's amazing. The curry chicken as well, or the chicken curry, that's incredible as well. The curry sauce, it's just perfection. Like, I'm gonna have to start like starving myself on a Sunday to prepare myself for Mondays when I'm eating all this food. Like, it's not even 12 o'clock yet and I've already had 2 dinners. I'm just like, I'm gobsmacked at how much chicken is inside there. Give us an absolute massive portion. Chicken curry, salt and pepper chicken, noodles, with some awesome views of one of the most beautiful churches I've ever seen in my life. That's how we roll on this channel, guys. Food reviews with a view. That's what I like. I was actually saying earlier on as well, whenever they like Chinese food or Indian food takeaways, and I think this is as close as it's going to get to like a Chinese. I know the dinner ladies isn't a Chinese restaurant or takeaway, but this is kind of like a Chinese style meal, isn't it? Noodles and curry and chicken. I think I'm definitely going to be back at the Dinner Ladies at some point. They do like mince and dumplings and that as well. Alright, I'm going to finish off my scran and then we'll keep moving. This is one of the like nicest churches in Sunderland that I've ever seen. Wow. Beautiful. The shame we're kind of going inside, the door's shut. But how's that one? Lovely little church. I love exploring churches and stuff when we go away. Like we went to Barcelona. I can't remember what the church was called. I think it was called like La Sagrada Familia, something like that. But this awesome church, honestly I've never seen a building like it in my life. Like the architecture on it was just incredible. Athelstan Rig. I kind of feel like I've been avoiding all the main streets in Ryhope, and I've just been wandering around these little sort of villages. But these are nice little areas though. I enjoy walking around like stuff like this. Places that are a little bit different, not entirely the norm. Like these little villages, they remind us of like the little villages out in the middle of nowhere down in the Lake District. And I think it would be like awesome to live somewhere like that, but I think I would get bored so easily. Like, I know there'd be a lot of like walking and hikes and stuff you could do, but other than that, like you're kind of like in the middle of nowhere. It's not like, it's not really much to do, and I feel like I would get bored. I'm more of like a city guy. I like to be amongst the hustle and bustle. That's probably why I love London so much. I love the like fast-paced environments where it's just everyone on the go, boom boom boom, go go go. That's what I love. But then again, I do love like the occasional trip to the countryside where we can just sit and chill out. Some of these houses around here, man. Nice, very nice. Cliff Terrace, is that what this place is called? Cliff Road. We're on Cliff Road. The Albion pub. A few people said the Albion pub was nice, but it doesn't open until 12, that's a bit too early. And pubs are always a little bit funny if you're going in and filming and stuff. But from the outside it looks like a nice little place. I'll come and have like a roast dinner or something. I think this is my favourite part of Ryhope, you know, this little village area. I like the look of this. Back to where it all began, and the tide's gone out loads, to be fair. Like, I think with the tide being like this, we probably could have walked the entire length of the beach, because when we first came here it was like all the way up here next to the green moss and stuff, but now it's gone right out. I might have a little stroll along here, see what we can find. See if we can find any like little caves and stuff. Which direction should we head though? That is the question. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of caves and stuff along this way. Maybe we should go that way, because that's the way we walked along the cliffs. So maybe we'll take this route along here. I think my ideal location for somewhere to live would be like on the beach. Not actually on the beach, but like on a cliff somewhere, looking out onto the sea. Imagine like waking up on a morning, open your curtains and you've just got this view looking out. It'll be sick. I would love to have like a boat and that as well. Have like a little house on the seafront with a little dock, a boat, where you can just get yourself out, do a spot of fishing, like catch and cook your own food. I think that's the way I would love to live. Kind of like survival, you know, catching your own food, killing it, cooking it, eating it. Back to the good old days. That's the thing now, man. As humans, we've got it too easy when it comes to food. You literally just lay on your sofa all day long watching Netflix, get Matty D's delivered to your house. You didn't have to do any cooking, you didn't even have to move. Couple of clicks on the old mobile phone and boom, Matty D's at your front door. It's too easy, man. It's a scary thing about cliffs, man. You get like a landslide at any minute. Like if that started coming down, I wouldn't stand a chance, I'd be gone. I mean, look at all the holes in the cliffs. Looks like it's gonna cave at any second. Doesn't look like we can get any further around unless like we're willing to climb out all this seaweed and moss, which I don't fancy doing. I mean, what's all them? There's like a big rock over here. Got like massive black birds on it. Got no idea what type of birds they are. They're absolutely huge. It's kind of the end of the path. I think this is like the perfect spot to end the day. Been a nice simple one today. I've enjoyed the scenery, I've enjoyed the food, I've enjoyed Ryhope. It's been a pleasure. So let us know where you want to see next week, guys. Maybe it's Henton, maybe it's Roker, maybe we'll hit Seaburn, who knows. The world is our oyster. So as always, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!